You're halfway there. Now, let's bridge the gap to full fluency. Here is the final 500. Complete your English dream. Nail. Nail. Be careful not to step on a sharp nail in the garden. Name. Name. What is the name of your favorite English teacher? Napkin. Napkin. Please use a paper napkin to clean your hands. Narrow. Narrow. The car is too wide for this narrow street. Nation. Nation. Brazil is a large nation in South America. National. National. Today is a national holiday, so schools are closed. Native. Native. He is a native speaker of English and French. Natural. Natural. This juice is made from natural fruit and no sugar. Nature. Nature. I love spending my weekends in nature with my family. Near. Near. There is a very good pharmacy near the hospital. Nearby. Nearby. We can have lunch at a nearby Italian restaurant. Nearly. Nearly. I have nearly finished reading this long book. Neat. Neat. She always keeps her desk very neat and tidy. Necessary. Necessary. It is necessary to wear a helmet for your safety. Neck. Neck. He wore a warm scarf around his neck today. Need. Need. Do you need any help with your heavy suitcase? Needle. Needle. She used a needle and thread to fix her shirt. Negative. Negative. Try to avoid having negative thoughts about the exam. Negotiate. Negotiate. They are trying to negotiate a better price for the house. Negotiation. Negotiation. The negotiation between the two companies took a long time. Negotiation is a long word, but you can remember it by its root, negotiate. It means talking to reach an agreement. Neighbor. Neighbor. My neighbor is a very kind man who helps everyone. Neighborhood. Neighborhood. This is a very quiet and safe neighborhood to live in. Neither. Neither. Neither of my parents can speak a foreign language. Nerve. Nerve. He didn't have the nerve to speak to the famous actor. Nervous. Nervous. I always feel nervous before I give a speech. Nest. Nest. A small bird built a nest in the apple tree. Net. Net. The fisherman caught a lot of fish in his net. Network. Network. You need a password to join the local Wi-Fi network. Never. Never. I have never been to London, but I want to go. Nevertheless. Nevertheless. It was raining. Nevertheless, we went for a walk. New. New. My father bought a new electric car last week. Newly. Newly. They are a newly married couple and they are happy. News. News. I watch the news on TV every evening at 8. Newspaper. Newspaper. He likes to read the newspaper while eating breakfast. Next. Next. The next bus to the city center arrives in 5 minutes. Nice. Nice. It is a very nice day to have a picnic in the park. Night. Night. We can see many bright stars in the sky at night. 9. 9. There are 9 players in a baseball team. Oak. Oak. The old oak tree has very large and strong branches. Obey. Obey. You must obey the traffic rules for everyone's safety. Object. Object. There is a strange object on the kitchen table. Objective. Objective. Our main objective is to finish the project on time. Obligation. Obligation. It is our obligation to protect the environment. Observation. Observation. He shared his observation about the new school rules. Observe. Observe. Scientists like to observe how animals live in nature. Observer. Observer. The political observer talked about the local elections. Obtain. Obtain. You can obtain a visa at the embassy in the city. Obvious. Obvious. It is obvious that she is very happy with her new job. Obviously. Obviously. Obviously, you need to study hard to pass the test. Occasion. Occasion. A wedding is a very special occasion for families. Occasionally. Occasionally. I occasionally go to the cinema with my best friends. Occupation. Occupation. Please write your name and occupation on this form. Occupy. Occupy. The new office will occupy the entire 3rd floor. Occur. Occur. Mistakes often occur when you are in a big hurry. Ocean. Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is between Europe and America. October. October. October is a beautiful month when the leaves fall. Odd. Odd. It is very odd that the shop is closed today. Odds. Odds. The odds of winning the lottery are very small. Of. Of. This is a picture of my family in our garden. Off. Off. Please turn off the lights before you leave the room. Offense. Offense. Stealing a car is a very serious criminal offense. Offensive. Offensive. You should not use offensive language with anyone. Offer. Offer. They gave me a very good offer for my old car. Office. Office. He works in a modern office in the city center. Officer. Officer. The police officer helped the children cross the road. In officer, the stress is on the first syllable, officer. Practice saying it out loud. Official. Official. This is the official website of the local government. Often. Often. How often do you go to the gym every week? Oh. Oh. Oh, I am sorry. I didn't see you standing there. Oil. Oil. My mother uses olive oil to cook healthy meals. Okay. Okay. Everything is going to be okay, don't worry. Old. Old. This is a very old bridge built many years ago. On. On. My laptop is on the desk in the bedroom. Once. Once. I went to Paris once, and I loved the city. One. One. Only one student got a perfect score in the test. Ongoing. Ongoing. The police have an ongoing investigation about the car. Online. Online. Most people prefer to shop online these days. Pace. Pace. He walked at a very fast pace to catch the bus. Pack. Pack. I need to pack my suitcase for my holiday tomorrow. Package. Package. The postman delivered a large package to our house. Page. Page. Please open your English books to page 20. Pain. Pain. He felt a sharp pain in his back after the exercise. Painful. Painful. It was very painful when I burnt my finger. Paint. Paint. I want to paint my bedroom walls light blue. Painter. Painter. The painter is using a brush to color the fence. Painting. Painting. This is a beautiful painting of a mountain lake. Pair. Pair. I bought a new pair of black shoes yesterday. Palace. Palace. The queen lives in a large and beautiful palace. Pale. Pale. She looks a bit pale. I think she is feeling ill. Palm. Palm. There are many palm trees on the tropical beach. Pan. Pan. Put the eggs into the frying pan with some oil. Panel. Panel. The panel of experts discussed the new climate law. Panic. Panic. Don't panic, just follow the instructions on the sign. Pant. Pant. He was starting to pant after running up the stairs. Paper. Paper. Do you have a piece of paper and a pen? Parade. Parade. We watched the colorful parade in the city center. Parent. Parent. My parents are coming to visit us this weekend. Park. Park. The children are playing with a ball in the park. Parking. Parking. It is very difficult to find a parking space here. Part. Part. This is the most interesting part of the movie. Participant. Participant. Every participant will receive a certificate today. Participate. Participate. Many students want to participate in the school play. Participation. Participation. Your participation in the class is very important. Particular. Particular. Is there a particular movie you want to watch? Particularly. Particularly. I like fruit, particularly apples and sweet grapes. Partly. Partly. The sky is partly cloudy, but the sun is out. Partner. Partner. You should discuss the project with your partner. Partnership. Partnership. The two companies started a new business partnership. Party. Party. Are you coming to my birthday party on Saturday? Pass. Pass. You need to study hard to pass the final exam. Passage. Passage. Read the short passage and answer the questions. Passenger. Passenger. The bus was full, and every passenger had a seat. Passion. Passion. Cooking is a real passion for my older brother. Past. Past. In the past, people did not have many computers. Patch. Patch. There is a small patch of grass in our backyard. Qualification. Qualification. She has a special qualification in child nursing. Qualified. Qualified. He is a qualified doctor with 10 years of experience. Qualify. Qualify. You need to win this race to qualify for the final. Quality. Quality. We always try to buy high-quality food for health. Quantity. Quantity. It is better to have quality than a large quantity. Quota. Quota. I will meet you at 6:15 tonight. A quarter is 1/4 of something. In time, 1/4 means 15 minutes after the hour. Quarterly. Quarterly. The company publishes a quarterly report for investors. Queen. Queen. The queen waved to the crowd from the palace balcony. Query. Query. If you have a query about the bill, please call us. Quest. Quest. The hero went on a long quest to find the gold. Question. Question. Can I ask you a question about the homework? Questionnaire. Questionnaire. Please fill out this short questionnaire about the service. Queue. Queue. There was a long queue of people at the bank. Quick. Quick. Let's have a quick lunch before the meeting starts. Quickly. Quickly. You need to act quickly to solve this problem. Quiet. Quiet. Please be quiet. The baby is sleeping in the room. Quietly. Quietly. She walked quietly so she wouldn't wake anyone up. Quit. Quit. My uncle decided to quit smoking last month. Quite. Quite. The weather today is quite cold, so wear a coat. Quota. Quota. The factory has a daily quota of 500 cars. Quotation. Quotation. He used a famous quotation in his graduation speech. Quote. Quote. Can you quote the price for the car repair? Quizzical. Quizzical. She gave him a quizzical look because of his joke. Quake. Quake. We felt a small quake while we were sleeping. Qualm. Qualm. He had no qualms about telling the absolute truth. Quantum. Quantum. Scientists are studying the rules of quantum physics. Quarantine. Quarantine. The travelers had to stay in quarantine for a week. Quarrel. Quarrel. The two friends had a small quarrel about money. Quarry. Quarry. They get large stones from the local mountain quarry. Quartet. Quartet. A string quartet played music at the wedding. Quartz. Quartz. He found a beautiful piece of white quartz stone. Queer. Queer. It was a queer feeling to be alone in the house. Quench. Quench. Drink some cold water to quench your thirst. Questionable. Questionable. The information in the article is very questionable. Quicken. Quicken. You should quicken your pace if you want to be on time. Quilt. Quilt. My grandmother made a warm quilt for my bed. Quiver. Quiver. The leaves began to quiver in the light wind. Quip. Quip. He made a clever quip that made everyone laugh. Race. Race. The swimmers are ready for the final 100-meter race. Racial. Racial. We must work together to end racial discrimination. Radical. Radical. The company needs a radical change to be successful. Radio. Radio. I like to listen to the radio while I am driving. Rail. Rail. We travel by rail because it is faster than the bus. Railroad. Railroad. The old railroad goes through the beautiful mountains. Rain. Rain. Take your umbrella because it is going to rain. Raise. Raise. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. Range. Range. The shop has a wide range of different clothes. Rank. Rank. He holds a high rank in the National Army. Rapid. Rapid. There was a rapid change in the weather today. Rapidly. Rapidly. The city is growing very rapidly these years. Rare. Rare. It is very rare to see a tiger in the wild. Rare is an adjective. The adverb is rarely. Example, I rarely eat fast food. Rarely. Rarely. I rarely go to bed after midnight on weekdays. Rate. Rate. What is the exchange rate for the dollar today? Rather. Rather. I would rather stay at home than go to the party. Rating. Rating. The movie has a very high rating from the critics. Ratio. Ratio. The ratio of students to teachers is 10-1. Raw. Raw. You should not eat raw meat because it's not safe. Reach. Reach. Can you reach the top shelf for me, please? React. React. How did she react when you told her the news? Reaction. Reaction. My first reaction to the news was total surprise. Read. Read. I like to read a book before I go to sleep. Reader. Reader. He is a fast reader and finishes books quickly. Reading. Reading. Reading is a great way to improve your English. Ready. Ready. Are you ready to go to the airport now? Real. Real. Is this a real diamond or is it just glass? Realistic. Realistic. You need to set realistic goals for your business. Reality. Reality. In reality, the job is harder than it looks. Realize. Realize. I didn't realize that the meeting was today. Really. Really. I am really happy to see you after so long. Reason. Reason. What is the reason for your late arrival? Reasonable. Reasonable. The price of the hotel room was very reasonable. Recall. Recall. I cannot recall the name of that small village. Receipt. Receipt. Please keep your receipt if you want to return this. Receive. Receive. Did you receive the email I sent you yesterday? Recent. Recent. I saw a very good movie in recent weeks. Recently. Recently. Recently, I started learning how to play the piano. Sad. Sad. The little boy felt sad because he lost his toy. Safe. Safe. Is it safe to swim in this part of the lake? Safety. Safety. Your safety is the most important thing for us. Salary. Salary. He is happy because he got a higher salary. Sale. Sale. The house is for sale at a very good price. Sales. Sales. She works in the sales department of the shop. Salt. Salt. Can you pass me the salt and pepper, please? Same. Same. We are the same age and we go to the same school. Sample. Sample. The doctor took a blood sample for the test. Sand. Sand. The children are playing with the sand on the beach. Satellite. Satellite. The weather satellite sends pictures to the Earth. Satisfaction. Satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is very important for a brand. Satisfy. Satisfy. We try to satisfy the needs of every student. Sauce. Sauce. I like to eat pasta with a lot of tomato sauce. Save. Save. You should save some money every single month. Saving. Saving. He is saving money to buy a new computer. Say. Say. What did the teacher say about the final exam? Scale. Scale. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is the food? Scandal. Scandal. The news about the scandal was on every newspaper. Scare. Scare. Don't try to scare me like that in the dark. Scenario. Scenario. In this scenario, we need to call the police. Scene. Scene. The first scene of the movie was very exciting. Schedule. Schedule. Please check your class schedule for tomorrow. Scheme. Scheme. The government has a new scheme to help the poor. Scholar. Scholar. He is a famous scholar of ancient history. Scholarship. Scholarship. She won a scholarship to study at a top university. School. School. I take my children to school every morning at 8. Science. Science. Science is my favorite subject at the high school. Scientific. Scientific. They are doing scientific research about the sea. Scientist. Scientist. A scientist is looking for a cure for the illness. In scientist, the first C is silent. It sounds like scientist. Practice it slowly. Scope. Scope. The scope of the project is very large and complex. Score. Score. What was the final score of the football match? Scream. Scream. I heard a loud scream coming from the garden. Screen. Screen. My phone screen is broken and I need to fix it. Script. Script. The actors are reading the script for the new play. Sea. Sea. We went for a swim in the warm Mediterranean Sea. Search. Search. You can search for the information on the internet. Season. Season. Spring is my favorite season because of the flowers. Table. Table. Please put the dinner plates on the wooden table. Tail. Tail. The dog wagged its tail when it saw the owner. Take. Take. Don't forget to take your umbrella with you today. Tail. Tail. My grandmother told us a magical fairy tale. Talent. Talent. She has a great talent for playing the violin. Talk. Talk. I need to talk to you about our holiday plans. Tall. Tall. He is a very tall man, about 2 meters high. Tank. Tank. The car has a large fuel tank for long trips. Tap. Tap. Turn off the tap while you are brushing your teeth. Tape. Tape. Use some tape to fix the broken box, please. Target. Target. Our target is to reach the city before sunset. Task. Task. Finishing the report is my main task for today. Taste. Taste. This soup has a very delicious and spicy taste. Tax. Tax. The government might increase the sales tax soon. Tea. Tea. Would you like a cup of hot green tea? Teach. Teach. My mother wants to teach me how to cook. Teacher. Teacher. The English teacher is very patient with students. Team. Team. Our team won the basketball championship last year. Tear. Tear. She had a tear in her eye when she was happy. Technical. Technical. The computer has some technical problems today. Technique. Technique. You should learn the correct technique for swimming. Technology. Technology. Modern technology makes our lives much easier. Teenage. Teenage. Many teenage students enjoy playing video games. Telephone. Telephone. You can reach me by telephone in the evening. Television. Television. We like to watch the news on television at 8. Temperature. Temperature. The temperature is very high in the summer months. temporary, temporary. This is a temporary job for the summer holiday. Tend, tend. Some people tend to eat more when they are stressed. Tennis, tennis. He plays tennis with his best friend every Sunday. Tent, tent. We slept in a small tent during our camping trip. Term, term. What does this technical term mean in English? Terrible, terrible. The weather was terrible, so we stayed at home. Territory, territory. The tigers protect their territory from other animals. Test, test. We have an important English test next Friday. Text, text. Please send me a text message when you arrive. Van, van. A car is much faster than a bicycle in the city. Thank, thank. I want to thank you for your kind invitation. In English, we say thank you verb plus pronoun or thanks noun. Don't mix them by saying thanks you. Thanks, thanks. Thanks for helping me with my heavy suitcases. Ugly, ugly. I think that old building is quite ugly and gray. Ultimate, ultimate. Winning the gold medal was her ultimate goal. Ultimately, ultimately. Ultimately, he decided to move to another city. Umbrella, umbrella. Don't forget your umbrella because it's raining. Unable, unable. He was unable to finish the work on time yesterday. Uncle, uncle. My uncle lives in a large farmhouse near the sea. Under, under. The cat is sleeping under the wooden kitchen table. Undergo, undergo. The bridge will undergo a safety check next week. Understand, understand. I don't understand this difficult grammar rule. Understanding, understanding. They have a good understanding of the problem. Unfortunately, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the flight was cancelled due to snow. Uniform, uniform. All students must wear a clean school uniform. Union, union. They joined a workers' union to protect their rights. Unique, unique. Every person has a unique personality and style. Unit, unit. This is the first unit of our new English book. United, united. The two companies are now united into one brand. Unity, unity. Unity among the team is important for success. Universal, universal. Music is a universal language that everyone knows. Universe, universe. There are billions of stars in the vast universe. University, university. She is studying modern history at the university. Unknown, unknown. The author of this old poem is still unknown. Unless, unless. You cannot enter the club unless you are over 18. Unlike, unlike. Unlike his brother, he is very quiet and shy. Unlikely, Unlikely. It is unlikely that it will rain this afternoon. Until. Until. I will stay at the library until 6 o'clock. Unusual. Unusual. It is unusual to see snow in this part of the country. Up. Up. Please stand up when the teacher enters the room. Upon. Upon. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess. Upper. Upper. They live on the upper floor of the apartment. Urban. Urban. Many people prefer living in urban areas for work. Urge. Urge. I urge you to read this book, it is very good. Us. Us. Would you like to come for dinner with us tonight? Use. Use. You can use my computer to finish your project. Used. Used. I bought a used car because it was much cheaper. Useful. Useful. This dictionary is very useful for English learners. User. User. Each user needs a personal password to log in. Usual. Usual. I will meet you at the usual place at 5. Usually. Usually. I usually wake up early on Monday mornings. Utility. Utility. The cost of utility bills is increasing every year. Vacation. Vacation. We are planning a vacation to Italy next summer. Vaccine. Vaccine. The children received their flu vaccine at school. Valley. Valley. There is a small village in the Green Valley. Valuable. Valuable. This gold watch is very valuable and expensive. Value. Value. I really value your opinion about my new project. Van. Van. He uses a large van to deliver the furniture. Variation. Variation. There is some variation in the weather today. Variety. Variety. The shop has a large variety of fresh fruit. Various. Various. We visited various museums during our trip to Paris. Vary. Vary. Prices can vary depending on the season of the year. Vast. Vast. The Sahara is a vast desert in northern Africa. Vegetable. Vegetable. You should eat more green vegetables for health. Vehicle. Vehicle. Bicycles and cars are common vehicles in the city. Venture. Venture. They started a new business venture last month. Verb. Verb. Go and eat are common verbs in English. Every English sentence must have a verb. Without a verb, it's not a complete sentence. Version. Version. This is the latest version of the mobile app. Versus. Versus. Tonight's match is our team versus the champions. Very. Very. It is very cold today, so wear a warm coat. Vessel. Vessel. Large vessels carry oil across the deep ocean. Veteran. Veteran. He is a war veteran and has many stories to tell. Via. Via. I will send you the document via email today. Victim. Victim. The police are helping the victim of the accident. Victory. Victory. Our teams celebrated their victory in the match. Video. Video. I like to watch funny videos on my smartphone. View. View. The view from the top of the hill is beautiful. Viewer. Viewer. The television show has millions of viewers now. Village. Village. She was born in a small village near the lake. Violation. Violation. Driving too fast is a violation of the law. Violence. Violence. We must work together to stop violence in society. Violent. Violent. The storm became very violent during the night. Virtually. Virtually. The work is virtually finished, just one page left. Virtue. Virtue. Patience is a very important virtue to have. Virus. Virus. You should install software to protect from viruses. Visible. Visible. The moon is clearly visible in the sky tonight. Vision. Vision. He has a clear vision for the future of the firm. Visit. Visit. I want to visit my grandparents this weekend. Visitor. Visitor. The museum has many visitors during the summer. Visual. Visual. The teacher used visual aids to explain the lesson. Vital. Vital. Water is vital for the survival of all beings. Wage. Wage. The workers are fighting for a higher minimum wage. Wait. Wait. Please wait for me at the bus station at 10. Waiter. Waiter. The waiter brought us the menu and some water. Wake. Wake. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock every day. Walk. Walk. Let's go for a walk in the park this evening. Wall. Wall. He hung a beautiful painting on the bedroom wall. Wander. Wander. We decided to wander around the old city streets. Want. Want. I want to buy a new laptop for my schoolwork. War. War. The movie is about a family during the Great War. Warm. Warm. It is a nice and warm day. Let's go out. Warn. Warn. The sign warns people about the deep water. Warning. Warning. There was a storm warning on the radio today. Wash. Wash. Always wash your hands before you eat a meal. Waste. Waste. Don't waste your time watching too much TV. Watch. Watch. I like to watch action movies with my friends. Water. Water. Can I have a glass of cold water, please? Wave. Wave. We watched the waves crashing against the rocks. Way. Way. Is this the correct way to go to the station? We. We are learning English together in this class. Weak. Weak. He felt very weak because he didn't eat lunch. Wealth. Wealth. Health is more important than wealth in life. Wealth means having a lot of money. The adjective form is wealthy. Example, a wealthy businessman. Wealthy. Wealthy. They live in a very wealthy part of the city. Weapon. Weapon. A knife can be a very dangerous weapon. Wear. Wear. You should wear a warm coat. It is freezing. Weather. Weather. What is the weather like in your city today? Wedding. Wedding. We are going to a wedding party this Saturday. Week. Week. There are 7 days in a single week. Weekend. Weekend. What are you planning to do this weekend? Weekly. Weekly. We have a weekly meeting every Monday morning. Weigh. Weigh. How much does this heavy suitcase weigh? Weight. Weight. He wants to lose some weight by exercising. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to our beautiful house. Please come in. Welfare. Welfare. The government is responsible for social welfare. Well? Well? She speaks English very well after the course. West. West. The sun sets in the west every evening. Western. Western. I enjoy watching old Western movies about cowboys. Wet. Wet. My clothes are wet because of the heavy rain. What? What? What is your favorite color for a new car? Whatever. Whatever. You can do whatever you want on your holiday. Wheat. Wheat. Farmers grow wheat to make flour for bread. Wheel. Wheel. The car has a flat wheel, and I need help. When? When? When are you coming to visit us this year? Whenever. Whenever. You can call me whenever you need some help. Where? Where? Where did you buy those beautiful black shoes? Whereas. Whereas. He likes tea, whereas his sister prefers coffee. Weather? Weather? I don't know whether it will rain or not. Which? Which? Which of these two books do you like more? While. While. I like to listen to music while I study. Whisper. Whisper. Please whisper because the baby is sleeping. White. White. She wore a beautiful white dress for the party. Who? Who? Who is that tall man standing at the door? Whole. Whole. I ate the whole pizza because I was hungry. Whom? Whom? To whom should I send this important email? Whose? Whose? Whose blue umbrella is this on the floor? Why? Why? Why are you late for the English class today? Wide. Wide. The river is very wide and difficult to cross. Widely. Widely. This book is widely read all around the world. Wife. Wife. His wife is a very successful English teacher. Wild. Wild. We saw many wild animals during the safari. Will. Will. I will call you as soon as I arrive home. Willing. Willing. Are you willing to help us with the project? Win. Win. Our team wants to win the match tonight. Wind. Wind. The strong wind blew the hat off his head. Window. Window. Please close the window. It is very cold. Wine. Wine. Would you like a glass of red wine with dinner? Wing. Wing. The bird has a broken wing and cannot fly. Winner. Winner. The winner of the race received a gold medal. Winter. Winter. It usually snows a lot during the winter months. Wipe. Wipe. Use a cloth to wipe the water off the table. Wire. Wire. Be careful not to touch that electric wire. Wisdom. Wisdom. My grandfather is a man of great wisdom. Wise. Wise. It is wise to save some money for the future. Wish. Wish. I wish you a very happy and healthy birthday. With. With. I am going to the cinema with my best friend. Withdraw. Withdraw. I need to go to the bank to withdraw money. Within. Within. The package will arrive within 3 working days. Within means inside a period of time or distance. Practice. I will finish within 10 minutes. Without. Without. You cannot travel abroad without a valid passport. Witness. Witness. The witness told the police what she saw today. Yard. Yard. I usually play with my dog in the backyard. Yacht. Yacht. They sailed a large white yacht on the blue sea. Year. Year. I am planning to visit Japan next year. Yearly. Yearly. We have a big family dinner on a yearly basis. Yellow. Yellow. My favorite summer dress is bright yellow. Yes. Yes. Yes, I would love to join you for dinner tonight. Yesterday. Yesterday. Yesterday was a very busy day at the office. Yet. Yet. I have not finished my lunch in the kitchen yet. Yield. Yield. Farmers expect a high yield of corn this season. You. You. You are a very kind and helpful person. Young. Young. That young boy is learning how to ride a bike. Your. Is this your black coat on the wooden chair? Yours. Yours. This blue pen is mine, and that one is yours. Yourself. Yourself. You can finish this easy task by yourself. Youth. Youth. He spent his youth living in a small mountain village. Yawn. Yawn. I gave a loud yawn because I was very tired. Yell. Yell. Please do not yell while you are in the library. Yoga. Yoga. She does yoga every morning to relax her mind. Yogurt. Yogurt. I like to eat yogurt with some fresh honey. Yolk. Yolk. The yolk of the egg is very rich in vitamins. Yummy. Yummy. This chocolate cake is very yummy and sweet. Yardstick. Yardstick. Use a yardstick to measure the length of the table. Yarn. Yarn. My grandmother is using red yarn to knit a scarf. Yearn. Yearn. Many people yearn for a peaceful and quiet life. Yeast. Yeast. You need to add yeast to make the bread dough rise. Yelling. Yelling. I heard some yelling from the street outside last night. Yellowish. Yellowish. The old book has a yellowish color because of age. Yelp. Yelp. The small dog gave a yelp of excitement in the park. Yesteryear. Yesteryear. He loves the classic cars and fashion of yesteryear. Yielding. Yielding. The soft ground was yielding under our heavy feet. Yoke. Yoke. The oxen were joined together by a heavy wooden yoke. Youngster. Youngster. The youngsters are playing football in the local park. Youthful. Youthful. She has a very youthful and happy face for her age. Yuck. 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 This milk tastes very old and sour. Yonder. Yonder. Look at that tall green tree over yonder. Yank. Yank. Do not yank the door handle, just pull it gently. Youngish. Youngish. He is a youngish man with short black hair. Yellowness. Yellowness. The yellowness of the leaves shows that it is autumn. Yankee. Yankee. He is wearing a classic Yankee baseball cap today. Zeal. Zeal. She worked with great zeal to finish the project. Zebra. Zebra. We saw a beautiful black and white zebra at the zoo. Zenith. Zenith. The sun reaches its zenith at noon every single day. Zero. Zero. The temperature dropped to 0 degrees last night. Zest. Zest. Add some lemon zest to the cake for a fresh taste. Zigzag. Zigzag. The path goes in a zigzag up the high hill. Zinc. Zinc. Zinc is a metal that is used to protect other metals. Zip. Zip. Can you help me to zip up my warm winter jacket? Zodiac. Zodiac. What is your sign in the Western zodiac system? Zone. Zone. This is a no-smoking zone in the office building. Zoo. Zoo. We are taking the children to the city zoo on Sunday. Zoom. Zoom. You can zoom in to see the details of the photo. Zucchini. Zucchini. I am cooking a healthy meal with green zucchini today. Zealot. Zealot. He is a real health zealot and eats only fresh salad. Zealous. Zealous. She is very zealous about her new English course. Zephyr. Zephyr. A light zephyr was blowing through the garden trees. Zilch. Zilch. I know zilch about how to fix a broken computer. Zillion. Zillion. There are a zillion bright stars in the sky tonight. Zinger. Zinger. He told a clever zinger that made us all laugh aloud. Zipped. Zipped. She zipped her bag before leaving the house. Zipper. Zipper. The zipper on my favorite blue jacket is broken. Zippy. Zippy. That is a very zippy and fast little sports car. Zoned. Zoned. This land is zoned for residential houses only. Zoologist. Zoologist. A zoologist studies the behavior of many wild animals. Zoology. Zoology. She wants to study zoology at the State University. Zooming. Zooming. The cars were zooming past us on the highway. Zestful. Zestful. She has a very zestful approach to her daily work. Zigzagging. Zigzagging. The skier was zigzagging down the white mountain slope. Zesty. Zesty. This fresh orange juice has a very zesty taste. Zen. Zen. He likes to keep a zen and calm office environment. Zippo. Zippo. I know Zippo about the ancient history of this city. Zodiacal. Zodiacal. The zodiacal light is visible on very dark nights. Zoneless. Zoneless. This part of the city park is a zoneless area. Zookeeping. Zookeeping. Zookeeping is a very difficult but rewarding job. Zoomed. Zoomed. The plane zoomed across the clear blue sky. Zucchini bread. Zucchini bread. I am baking some zucchini bread for the party. Zestiness. Zestiness. The fresh lime adds a nice zestiness to the fish. Zoological. Zoological. We visited the large zoological park in London. Zany. Zany. He is a very zany person who makes everyone laugh. Congratulations! You now know the 1,000 most common English words. Practice these daily and you'll speak naturally. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy learning!